And welcome back. We could see a lot more homes in foreclosure this year. Why? Experts say it has to do with that $26 billion mortgage settlement reached last week. You may be wondering, well, wait a minute, why? Because many banks were holding out to see the outcome of the deal before starting foreclosure proceedings. The settlement will only help homeowners who can afford to make new, lower mortgage payments, so it's not going to help everyone. Right now, there are more than 3 million homeowners across the country that are either seriously delinquent or in foreclosure. So this morning, we are joined by a local real estate expert, Mike Litton. You've seen him here on Channel 8. Mike, we're going to dive right in. Everybody at home, buckle up, because we're going to pack a lot in. So this big mortgage, this settlement, what does this mean? What does it mean specifically for us here in California?
Well, the beautiful thing about it is it doesn't have a lot of teeth to it like the Attorney General wanted, but it does ease up this backside risk. A lot of these lenders were looking at risk that was behind them. And now they can get rid of that risk that was behind them. They can focus on the future. It actually should result in guidelines being eased up or loosened a little bit so that more people can qualify.
Okay, so for somebody, and there are many people in California and across the country who are foreclosed on, maybe there are these different practices that were called into question here. So if somebody was foreclosed on, can they say, hey, do I get some money back or do I get something as part of this settlement?
Actually, yes. Because of the settlement that was done with the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency and the Office of Thrift Supervision with a number of major lenders, there's actually something called independentforeclosurereview.com. There's a settlement for anybody who went into foreclosure in 2009 or 2010, and there are millions of homeowners who did. This is a national program with most of the major lenders. You can go to my blog, it's michaellittonrealestate.com. And you can learn more about it, or you can go to independentforeclosurereview.com, and it has all the details.
What does this mean for people who have homes still and home prices? We've been scraping along the bottom since 2008. We haven't really, it's been scraping. So what does this mean? Are we going to start to see a rebound?
Well, we potentially can. And here's the deal. There's more inventory coming, like we've been talking about. There's a lot of the shadow inventory and things coming on the market. But here's the deal. What's interesting about this is there's now an influx of demand. There's a wave of homeowners, 6-7 million homeowners nationwide, upwards of 60,000 here in San Diego locally, that have been foreclosed on, who have a passion to get back into home ownership. They want to own homes again. And so this is an opportunity for that wave of demand to come in because we're loosening guidelines. They can now be able to buy at lower levels with lower interest rates.
Okay, so maybe somebody out there who's struggling to meet their mortgage payment, or maybe they're delinquent or behind right now. It's tough. They call the bank, and the bank may not be very interested in doing a refi because their home is so far underwater, right? What do you tell somebody like that?
Well, there's a couple of different programs. Number one, if they want to do a loan modification, they should go to NACA.com. In fact, NACA, Neighborhood Assistance Corporation of America, is here in San Diego today, through today, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. down at the San Diego Convention Center. They're also going to be in L.A. on the 16th, starting on the 16th at the L.A. Convention Center. And NACA can help them with their loan modification. That's where I would go. If you're talking about potentially a refinance, there's a thing called HARP-2, Housing Affordability Refinance Program, And it's the Obama administration's reach out, if you will, to homeowners who have not been delinquent in the last 6 months. But there's no LTV requirement, and so you can be completely upside down in your mortgage and still technically possibly qualify for a refinance.
2 important questions before we let you go, and that is advice then for people who are buying a home today, right now, 20% down. What would you say? If you're buying a home, do this. What's that?
I would look at FHA financing. So the FHA financing is 3.5% down, and all of that can be a gift. So, I mean, there's a lot of different ways that you can do this. You can borrow against your 401k for that down payment. There's a lot of different ways to make this happen with FHA, and FHA is the predominant financer right now. Also, VA, if you have VA eligibility, look at that because it's zero down.
And then for sellers,
if you're a seller,
buying, now selling.
If you're a seller, make sure that your property is staged correctly. Make sure that it's prepared. Make sure you've got great curb appeal, and make sure that you're listening to your realtor. Get your clutter out of your home. So one of the best sellers in the world in terms of open houses and staging are home builders. Go visit a home building site and look at how home builders stage their home and compare it to yours. In fact, take a picture of your living room and a picture of theirs and compare the difference between the two, give you an idea of what you can do.
Mike Litton, that is some good advice. Well, thank you. So you're hoping it's coming back this year, huh?
I believe it's coming. I believe this is a transition year. I believe it's getting a lot better right now.
All right. Thanks, Mike, for coming in. We appreciate it.
Good to see you, Mike.
There's a lot of meat there, everybody. Big bite. That's it. All right. Weather time, right?